Hey, so I didn't post a video last week, and I wanted to explain why and tell you what I've been doing for the past several hours and what I'm thinking for 2026. Basically, just a quick channel update. I'm not expecting much from this video. There's no big overall point. I'm just wanting to update the few people who are currently actually regularly watching this channel. So, 2 weeks ago, I made a video where I was explaining why I missed another upload. We're a little meta at this point. But what I was saying 2 weeks ago was that I missed an upload because I wasn't planning well. Not that I wasn't working hard, but I wasn't planning well for weeks that I knew could be difficult. Weeks that I knew would be just very time consuming, and I hadn't really planned well for those weeks. So the whole video was about trying to take a step back and really look at life and the things that need to be done and how to go about doing them. So that actually led me to thinking about the channel as a whole and the types of videos that I've been producing. So last week, I honestly didn't even really try to plan a video. I had some thoughts, but I actually just intentionally let it go by with no upload. And I don't know, maybe I should have, maybe I shouldn't have. I'm comfortable with that decision because I was thinking about what I want for this YouTube channel long term. And what I've been doing is not that. While I think that the content I've been putting out has been sometimes acceptable, sometimes good. It's actually not what I want for the future. It's not what I want going forward. It doesn't actually align with the bigger goals that I have for my life as a whole, for the channel. So for the past several hours, my wife and daughter have been out of the house, and I've been using that time to do extensive thinking and planning for 2026. I have a couple whiteboards scattered around the room that you can't see that have been filled with stuff. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I've been doing on my computer. I've been filling out day planners. I have a new one here for 2026. Yeah, you don't need to know all that. But I've basically just been planning out what I want life to look like in this coming year, since we're at the start of a new year. A lot of people don't care about New Year's resolutions, but I like to think in time blocks like that. I just have a very robotic mind for that type of thing. So for this channel, instead of the content that I've been doing, I want to take it in a different direction that is more aligned with the types of things that I want for the future. So even though some of the content has been good, I don't think the kind of Christian hustle culture bro logic with a Christian veneer, I don't think that's the way to go because that's not my end goal. So I think in the future I'll talk more about the end goals. But I realized, even though I was doing decent work, okay work, at times good work, it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if you do good work in a direction that you don't ultimately want to be going in. And that's where I found myself. So I was perfectly comfortable stepping back for a week, taking some time to really think about what I want the future to look like for this channel and just for myself, and how I want to try to be a blessing here online and see where that goes in other realms. So what I expect the channel to look like going forward is not going to be, honestly, it's not going to be as YouTube friendly. I don't want to spend time thinking about, oh, cool, what's the great 30-second hook that gets people in to make the video perform this way, and what are the hot trending topics? Because even though I haven't produced that many videos since I've come back, already I can see my analytics. I can see what I could do that would just get a lot of views. Some of my videos got very few views. I mean, in the large scheme, they all have very little views. But when I produced, for example, my video on, it was titled The End of the World, that got astonishingly, exponentially more views than anything else I produced. If I really just wanted to go for quick views, oh yeah, I would do end time stuff all day. I would do weird topics all day. But what I want it to look like is actually more teaching. I really don't want to spend my time with quick cuts, quick edits, trying to get the coolest graphics on the screen, trying to dial the script in just so that I can get maximum retention. I actually just want to use my current knowledge set, my current skill set, and try to teach the Bible. And it won't be as quick and entertaining as ways I could do it. But that's honestly more of what I want to do. I would rather spend time and just kind of target the audience that wants to sit down and learn biblical things and think deeply about them. Not so much just like a quick bit of biblical inspiration to help you reach your next goal. It's really not what I want to be doing long term. I couldn't show up week in and week out and do that kind of stuff. Even if it turned out good at times, I'm still happy with the stuff I did. It just doesn't align with what I want to do for the future. So going forward, starting in 2026, I will basically be doing biblical teaching, which I already know I can do. I have validation of that, and I can always get better at that. And I think that will be a much better use of my abilities, of what I actually feel called to do in life, than the kind of content that I have been doing since I came back. So, I can't resist like some level of application. So, it's okay to do that in life. I don't think I messed up anything. I don't think I failed anything. It's just like, yeah, I took a step. I made the bold choice to do the thing that I have been wanting to do for a long time, which is restarting the YouTube channel. And then I looked at what I was doing and said like, hey, yeah, maybe this isn't actually what you want to be doing for years to come. Maybe this doesn't align with your bigger goals. Maybe this isn't the best use of your skill set, the best use of your knowledge and passion and all the things that you want to do, and the ways that I feel like I can actually be a kingdom help and blessing to people who would come across the channel from all walks of life. So, real quick, just the plan. What I plan on doing is next week, start of the new year, I want to start a very brief, like 5 to 6 week eschatology lesson series. So what that's going to be is not end times crazy fanatical stuff. That on my end times video, I got the suggestion from some people where they said like, hey, I would really be interested in knowing about some of the other ways to view end times prophecy. And yeah, I like that too. I've studied that quite in depth, and I think I'll do videos on that. So the first one will be just a kind of general overview on how we can look at end times things. And then I'll just spend weeks going through broad overview, different ways that people have historically thought about end times prophecy. And then after that, I plan to get into studying books of the Bible. So my desire is to upload more often than I have been, more often than the once a week schedule that I was hoping to do originally. And I will be using material that I've already studied deeply. So I should just be able to go over my notes, sit down, teach, and hopefully be a help and blessing as you're studying various biblical topics. So, yeah. I realized what I was doing was not aligned with my long-term goals. And that's okay. That's good. We're coming up on the new year. It's a good thing to evaluate what you're doing in life and seeing if what you're spending your time on actually aligns with your future goals. I'm happy with it. So if you're interested in some biblical teaching, I still plan to make it as applicable as possible. But if you're interested in doing deep dives on some of these biblical topics, we'll probably just be covering books at a time, hopefully uploading 2 to 3 videos a week. I believe I can maintain that. I'll update you if I can't. But yeah, if you want to see that, awesome. Stick around. Share it with anyone who you think might find it helpful as they're studying the Bible. So that's what I'm doing. See you next year.